Oh yes, in fact, doing very well. So let's do one thing. Since the markets are taking care of themselves, let's shift focus away from the markets. Like we did last year, CNBC TV 18 this year will celebrate Daan Utsav, or the joy of giving festival, through the day by hosting conversations with several philanthropists for the causes that they support. So now we've invited two guests on our show, two very special guests from the Foundation for Excellence, which is an NGO which helps exceptionally talented, financially backward students. Aruna, Jayanthi, the CEO of Capgemini India, and Sudha Kidao, the Managing Trustee of FFE India Trust, joins us on the show to talk about that. Ladies, good morning to both of you, and the cause that you support is a great one. So let me start off, Aruna, by asking you, if you can just give us the philosophy of the NGO and what, your plan is, say, for the next couple of years.
So we, our focus in CSR is really to look at three areas. Number one is the education, second is employability, and third is environment, all of which really put together contribute to our goal of building stronger communities and sustainable development. So under the education program, we looked at several things. Our goal is to touch 1 million people over the next 4 years. And when we looked at within that, what do we cover in education, we picked, scholarships for technical education. We picked girl-child education. So there were multiple programs that we picked under the education umbrella. And one of these related to the scholarships for education was with FFE, which is the Foundation for Excellence.
Okay. Let me welcome Sudha as well into the conversation. Sudha, can you tell us a little more about how many scholarships you all have given so far? What is the corpus you all have? How does this corpus grow?
So the Foundation for Excellence has been in existence for about 21 years, and we have supported over 14,000 students in the last 21 years. We've given scholarships worth about 58 crores, and last year alone we gave about 11 crores worth of scholarships, helped about 3,500 students. So the way we work is that we look to the community to support us. So these are students who are getting merit and means scholarships. They qualify because they're very bright and they come from financially disadvantaged backgrounds. And the biggest support for us has been individuals and a lot of MNCs. For example, Capgemini is playing a very crucial role. They're supporting a large number of students, and they're also willing to mentor our students, provide skills training, and basically the transformation in the lives of these students happen when they are employable. And so that is our goal as well from the foundation, not just be a scholarship providing organization, but actually look at outcomes and then bring about a transformation in the lives of not just students, but their families, their communities, and these students become then role models for other students as well. So we've grown because of the tremendous support that we've got from individuals, organizations, foundations, and today I'm very proud to say that we have several MNCs behind us.
Well, that's great to hear, Sudha. But how do you decide the criteria? What is the criteria for deciding how financially backward these children are? Because, to get a scholarship, a lot of these numbers could be fudged as well.
Exactly. So we have a very well-defined model. Students today can do a Google search for a scholarship in engineering or medicine, which is our area of focus. And we have an application form that they can fill online, which clearly asks them specific questions. One is what they merit, what are their marks in the CET exams or the JEE mains, and we have clear-cut ranks by which they qualify, and we have a merit criteria. Now the way the economic background is verified is through our large base of volunteers. We have over 500 volunteers in 25 states in India. So we have a pan-India presence. And let me tell you that this base has grown over the last 21 years. We work with other organizations, NGOs on the ground, who also help us verify student background. And basically, we ensure that we are giving a scholarship to a genuinely deserving student. And we know when we do that, we are actually effecting a transformation. Okay. The scholarship amount today is about 40,000 rupees per student per year. And the organization is with the student till they complete their graduation, which is 4 years for engineering and 5 for medicine.
Okay, yeah, that is the hard work which often
so there is a ground verification that's done.
No, fair point. I mean, it is this verification that sets aside people like you from governmental scholarships, which willy-nilly tend to be, you know, caste-based or some other categories which don't often identify the disadvantaged. Aruna, you spoke about education, employability and environment. Take us through the employability issue. How does the foundation, or how do you as a philanthropist encourage that part?
You know, first, as Sudha said, our goal is not just education. Eventually, these people should be able to find jobs and then fit into society and then, you know, thereby improve not just their own careers, but also the community around them. So when we look at, so one of these is, you know, to support and mentor these students through their education and then help them find their jobs. And I met some of them. They are really highly talented and employable. Now, besides that, what we do in the employability program is to really start to look at, it's not just technical education or like engineering or medicine or anything like that. So we also look, for example, we're sponsoring a nurses college where they will take, 200 nurses and then help them through 1 year of training and then help them become, find jobs in hospitals. Similarly with, women in other, areas. So we really look at the whole community as a whole, look at where we can provide education and that education, or it could be not just primary or secondary education, but also which is related to imparting skills and therefore helping them find jobs later on. As I said, our goal is to touch about 1 million people in the next 4 years. And out of that, I think we will look at 500,000 of them being in the employable category.
Okay, Sudha, the whole idea of inviting you and Aruna here, as we will be doing several other philanthropists, is to give our viewers an opportunity to participate if they wish. How do they contribute if they wish to?
I think any individual who would like to contribute.
Yeah, go ahead, Sudha. We'll come to Aruna in a minute.
So one of the things I wanted to say is we have promoted the giving among our students. So every student who is supported by the organization actually undertakes a pledge to support the education of at least 2 students through the foundation whenever they are able. So we're planting the seeds of giving, hopefully when they're students, and it will stay with them throughout their lives. And this makes FFE, the Foundation for Excellence, a self-sustaining organization. I think that sets us apart from a lot of others. But in terms of giving, I think there's no better time to give than today. You can go onto our website and make a contribution of any amount. You can also choose to adopt a student. And when you do that, you are pledging to actually sustain your donation for the next 4 years or 5 years, where a student is matched to the donor. And it's called the Adopt a Scholar program, which is very popular. And there's an opportunity for individuals, foundations, MNCs to meet all of the scholars they support. We enable meetings, we facilitate engagements with students, mentoring opportunities, soft skills training, lots of ways in which you could help the Foundation for Excellence. It's just not through monetary means.
Okay. So,
Aruna, you were saying something?
I was saying that it's easy to give money, and I think that's the easiest part of giving. But the more difficult part is to really spend time and commit to really getting good outcomes. And I think that's what we would encourage. We encourage all our employees to do that. And if there's anybody even outside of Capgemini who says that, look, they want to participate along with us in a program for mentoring, we would actually welcome that, because there's so many schools that we work with and there are just not enough volunteers. So we would welcome a much wider engagement with the community around us as well, not just our employees.
All right. Aruna, Sudha, thank you very much. Okay. Okay. You were saying something?
Thank you. No, I think it's, but I was going to elaborate on the point that Aruna brought up, that we really need the communities to engage with programs, and it's the only way that everybody's life is enriched. And, we can grow and bring about a transformation together.
Okay. Thank you very much, Aruna and Sudha, for joining and for, of course, giving us leads the way in which both people at CNBC and viewers can contribute to the very good work that your foundation and other such foundations are doing. Thank you very much for joining us in the Joy of Giving week. Well, to come back to business, today is going to be a heavy day at CNBC TV 18 as well. We have a huge number of panels that will be featuring a lot of experts. We have a panel in which the McKinsey Global CEO